What's up, friends? I wanted to set up Netctl on my Arch Linux computer. It's basically a network management software that's developed by Arch Linux team. There is a similar video that's made by the YouTuber that I'm gonna put on the screen. It's almost sufficient and efficient, and I already watched it. Just to be clear, I wanted to share this with you. There may be some differences, so follow along. You need to have internet connection in order to install this piece of software. Otherwise, if you were able to find the packages and somehow put them on your computer, you may install them using the command sudo pacman -uppercase U and then the path to the packages. Since they are more than one, I said packages, since they are more than one. However, I have Network Manager installed on my system, which is gonna be replaced soon with the packages that I'm gonna install and the steps that I'm gonna follow. So the first command is running sudo pacman -uppercase S netctl if plug d and dhcp cd. This one can be replaced with dh client, and if plug D is needed for the wired connection, I'm installing it purposely since I use the wired connection on this system. I'm not sure, but WPA supplicant, if it's not installed automatically once you install Netctl and your computer has wireless connection, you may need to install it here. So I'm not gonna install WPA supplicant. I'm gonna run this command like this. Here I'm gonna go with open resolve, which is 2. I'm not sure for systemd resolve conf. However, the wiki points to systemd resolve D, and this article talks about systemd resolve conf. As you can see, I'm gonna go with open resolve. That's why here it's gonna be 2, enter, and then Y and enter. Okay, so as you can see, DH client is for DHCP support. Since I was trying to use this piece of software off cam, there is a package that I forgot to tell you to install, which is dialog. You should definitely install it by running sudo pacman -uppercase S dialog like this, Y and enter. I forgot to remove it when I was doing the off-cam trials. I removed all the packages and everything. Let's clear out the screen. The commands from now on may become offline since we are gonna disable Network Manager. Network Manager has a set of commands like nm2. You can know that it's working, and from this nm2 interface you can enable or disable or configure your internet and network connections the way you like. So as long as we're gonna go offline, prepare these pages of wiki. The first is for Netctl. Let me make sure it's so it should be not with this hashtag at the end. That's an article inside of it. And the second one is open resolve. I have chosen open resolve since it has a clear wiki page So netctl, the link should be something like this. You can simply Google all of this or use your favorite search engine, and it's gonna show you these packages, wiki pages. Second one is open resolve. It's needed since the DNS configuration depends on it. Third one, not mandatory. All of these aren't mandatory, but you may need them in order to do the correct configurations. The third one is systemd resolve d, and then this article for automatically. Alright, so we disable network manager by running sudo systemctl disable network manager. N and M, the initials of network and manager, are uppercase, the rest are lowercase. Alright, second command is stop. Alright, clear. It's good to check the examples that are provided with the installation of netctl by going to /etc/netctl/examples. From these ones you can know what are the types of the connections that are available and what are the ones that you need to copy in order to go to the next step and in order to have working profiles. So in my case, I'm gonna copy sudo cp etc netctl examples, and we're gonna take ethernet dhcp. We simply copy it to /etc/netctl root directory. The second one should be wireless WPA. Since the newest encryption technologies that are used for the wireless are WPA2, and probably there is WPA3 if I'm not mistaken. The other ones, you need to be aware of them. They help really well to bring the closest configuration for you. All you have to do is to make it match with your use case. Enter here. Let's take a look at the first one, which is Ethernet DHCP. You can change the name the way you like. So if you have, for example, IPv6 and a DHCP server that's providing it, you uncomment this. Or if you want to have auto configurations, you uncomment this. The interface needs to be changed to match with your current interface that you can find by running the command IPA. For example, my Ethernet interface is this one, so I'm gonna take it and replace this one with it to make this configuration match with mine. DHCP, my IP address is DHCP. The DHCP's client, it's the same as this one. DHCP release on stop, let's keep it no. For DHCP v6, I guess I don't have DHCP v6 provided by my DHCP server, so let's save and exit. The next one is we go to my W wireless, the WPA wireless, by going to this one. The interface here is the same as mine, as you've seen when I ran the command IPA. Here, when you, I guess here, this one is fine. I don't know if we need to change it or not. I mean the security. Otherwise, you can try. I'm not gonna do it. Here you type your, whenever you look for your wireless connection, there is a name that you connect to. You type it here, and then the key that you enter, you type it here. I'm gonna tap mine and then I'm gonna come back to you. After you type your network name and the password, you save and exit. Now let's clear out the screen and we go to the next step, which should definitely be sudo netctl start ethernet slash dh dash dhcp. Okay, sudo system ctl start netctl, and we run this command again. Here we enable, and the next command is for my wireless connection, which should be wireless WPA. Let's try to start it, which is not guaranteed, since when I was off cam and tried to start it, it didn't work unless I reboot. It sounds like it is working. Let's check the status. It's working. And do this with the Ethernet, which I believe that it's possibly not working because I'm not connecting any Ethernet cable to this computer. Yes, let's try to start again. No problem, it's okay. I will connect an Ethernet cable. I connected the RJ45 Ethernet cable to the router, and here I'm gonna connect it to my laptop. It's on the other side. Now we should try again with the Ethernet DHCP profile password. Okay, it doesn't want to work. Let's see what IP addresses we got. First one has got an IP address is the wireless. Let's try again with the Ethernet. Sounds like it doesn't want to work. We may need to reboot anyway to see if it is working. Alright, let's ping Google. It works somehow. Let's see, resolve.conf. Yes, so the choice of resolve.conf wasn't bad. Off cam I tried with systemd resolve.conf. It failed to do the DNS queries and stuff, or the DNS protocol wasn't working. Let's try to, yeah, the web page is working. If you want to enable any other profile, you should see the examples like CP, etc, netctl examples. I have Ethernet Ethernet static. I use it a lot with my wired connection, so I'm gonna copy it to the netctl root folder and root configuration folder, which is /etc/netctl. I don't think we should enable it now. We should take a peek on it by going to it/etc/netctl/ethernet static, and then we should this IP address we type our own. First let me go back again to see what I have. and take a peek here. Yes, so the wired static one, these ones should be replaced with the ones that match with your preference. Let's say, for example, this one. The routes, we don't need to change anything. The gateway, if it is this one, it should probably be like this. And the DNS, we save and exit. You save and exit with the configuration that matches with your use case. I don't need to save and exit. And then you run sudo netctl start ethernet static. It's gonna fail here since we have no such configurations. For the dialog, it's possible to be used simply by running the command Wi-Fi-menu sudo Wi-Fi-menu. What I'm seeing here is a list of Wi-Fi networks. I'm forced to cover them since unluckily my neighbors sometimes write their full names as their network IDs. I'm gonna cover it definitely. So you choose whichever you want here. I don't know, let's cancel. I'm gonna try to restart the computer and see if my wired connection works or not. Computer started. I got an IP address for my wired connection. If we ping Google, let's hope the DNS configuration is still correct. It works. I thought of removing the etc netctl wireless WPA. Why? Because I wanted to use dialog again. So let's type sudo Wi-Fi menu. From here I'm gonna connect to my own Wi-Fi connection. Select mine here. Okay. It gave an example for the interface by giving the interface name dash the ESSID or my router's name. Okay, here it failed. Let's try again. Let's disable it first. Sudo netctl stop wireless WPA, and we should try again with Wi-Fi menu. IPA clear, and then we check the newly created profile. And it's working. I guess I'm signing out for this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment, and see you